this ain't really a video I wanted to make, but I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Someone brake checked me the other day. I'm not really greatly pleased about it. I'm absolutely gutted, to be completely honest with you, because this is my D-badge grill. It's nice. My car literally has a front door on it. It's ridiculous. The bumper's cracked, but I reckon I can save it. Potentially. I didn't notice that it had cracked and gone that far back though, so maybe not. But basically, I'm not going to waffle about it. I might talk about this more in the future. The plan is the stock grill's going to have to go back on, so we're going to paint that today. It's such a shame that this is ruined as well. There's definitely no saving this grill, but I'm going to try and do the bumper, but that's going to be in a future episode. Just for this episode, we might sort the plate out and put the original one back on. Oh bloody hell, getting out of breath there. And putting the stock grill back on. I'm going to do the Suzuki badge in this white, and I'm going to redo that white as well, so it will look 90% the same. And then the video after this, I'd like to take the bumper off, repair it, prime it, repaint the splitter as well, because I might as well do that. That wants repairing too. Two birds with one stone, and hopefully that will all work out. So we'll go and check out the grill now. Nothing like a good old walk down to the unit, is there? I do like a good walk though. It's not a bad thing. It's an absolutely lovely day for it. Check that out. Something flying away up there as well. Lovely jubbly. Definitely trying to keep positive about this one. I was pretty gutted when I posted it on my Instagram the other day, but I'm hoping that you can all understand that at least. I've been trying to keep this thing as mint as possible for as long as possible. I've had it for over 5 years now, as you all know. And something like this, it really does knock you. These things happen, but it makes you as yourself feel bad. If that comes across and makes any sense whatsoever, I don't know. But yeah, pretty gutted because I wanted it. It's my forever car, this, so having something even remotely as minor as this happen, it is still a very big major setback to me. So here's how the stock grill looks anyway. It's still got the standard paint here. I don't even know what that is behind the number plate, and the badge is terrible because I painted it like 3 years ago and I didn't properly know what I was doing. So we're going to be rectifying that today, and we're going to be sending this white today as well, because I might as well make it, like I said, look exactly the same as it did before, besides the badge. There's also some rusty water residue left over here. I've managed to make plastic rust. I am literal genius. But anyway, for anyone following along at home, I'm going to be prepping this with some 320s, maybe some 400s as well. Go a bit rougher on the badge to start with, to take all this old stuff off, but then we're going to go very light, probably straight to 400s, because it's that chromy stuff underneath and it's so weird to paint over. I don't even know what it is or how to describe it, but you can see it there. Nothing sticks to it, so we're really going to have to spend quite a bit of time prepping this and making sure the job's done right. You can see how many layers of paint's already on this, so yeah, that should be fun. So I'm going to do this one-handed. I'm just going to see how this actually preps up, because I've never touched this before. That is literally fence paint on there as well. Honestly, it's been through wars, this thing has. So let's see how this surface preps up first. So after 10 seconds, I think that will be just fine. That will be absolutely fine. So let me buzz the rest of this off, because I've not got a tripod yet again, coming unprepared, and I will show you what the first prep looks like once I've wiped it all down. All right, so after about 15 odd minutes with the electric sander and some by hand sanding, you can see that the main surface area is all prepped. Them two little nibs that were there, I've flattened them out. Flattened this out a bit, but I'm not too bothered because that's going to be behind the plate. And it only has to last me until I actually get a new D-badge grill. If I can ever find one, that is. But yeah, this is ready for some nice primer. I'm probably going to mask it all out around here on these parts of the grill first. Then start prepping that, prime it all at once. And then I will show you what I'm going to be using for the colour, because it isn't Suzuki white, because I actually haven't got any that I'm willing to waste on this. I need it for actual repairs on the body of the car, so I've got something that's going to have to do for the time being, but it's better than the last paint that I used on the D-badge grill, because that was just completely incorrect. Alright, so here it is masked up, and this is what it looks like prepped up an hour later. The badge is back to chrome, but it's all been sanded. I had a nightmare scraping all the old paint off, but it's back down to the original material, just as it should be. Now I'm going to give it one last scuff over with the sanding sponge, and then fix that masking as well, and then we should be able to chuck some primer on it. Cannot wait. And here's what the final product looks like. It's all cleaned off, ready to throw some primer on. I've got it facing in the sun because it's not a particularly warm day today, so I'm going to, off camera, put some primer on because I'm going to have to literally dust coat it about 5 times, especially with that chrome bit up there, because it's a nightmare. All right, then, it's a day later, and it's got some white on it. This is that Nissan K11 Super White. It's actually really closely matched to Cool Pearl White Suzuki, but obviously there's no pearlescent in there. Just going to wait for it to dry now. You can see it's still wet. It's not going to dry like that. It wants lacquering, but I'm debating whether to lacquer it or not, because this masking's been on for a while and I don't like leaving the masking on once I've actually done a job. But I'll see how it dries, because it's bloody cold today, so I might have to put it in the Clio there just to warm up. That's the first appearance for the Clio on the channel as well, so yeah, you'll be seeing much more of that lately. I'll explain in another video though. But yeah, gonna give it 5 more minutes just to see how it dries. No blooming or anything, so we're all good. And oddly enough, you join me in the spare workshop now. I've got the world's brightest light up in the top corner. Otherwise, you wouldn't really be able to make out what I'm doing here. So the grille's actually done. This is what it looks like demasked. I'll just prop it up here a second with my leg. I need to just clear this created rust out of the way and get some of this overspray off as well. But I'm going to do that off camera because that's painstakingly boring. And then I'm happy with it to go on the car because, again, not permanent. I do apologise about that sound. And yeah, I was going to throw it on in this video, but by the time I've done all this and got it ready, life has got in the way. I've been to Prague. I've done loads of other stuff, finished work. And lo and behold, it's Christmas Eve tomorrow, which is coincidentally probably the day that this is going to see light of day on the internet. So I wanted to just end this off quickly and get it out before Christmas, because I wanted at least something before Christmas. You'll get a Christmas Day video, which is my going to Prague video. Don't know if you like these holiday videos, but I'm still going to do them anyway because it's a part of my life and shows at least what I've been doing if I've not been uploading otherwise. And mainly also because we've had about 3 storms per hour basically in the UK for the past 3 weeks, so that's not really helped me at all, and it's going dark. Literally, we've got about 5-6 hours of daylight. It's horrible to work on a car in, especially when you're at home on the driveway and you can't make a mess and you can't have stuff lying around for ages, because that's just, we can't do that here. That's just how it is. So yeah, at least there's hopefully a bit of closure with that, and next video you see will be me taking a bumper off and at the bare minimum putting this on and taking the old D-badge one off and seeing how bad it potentially is or isn't in terms of cracks on the bumper behind there. And I'm just going to rock around with the bumper as it is, because it's really not that bad. It's going to have to do, because until summertime I can't do anything with that bumper. There's certainly no way it's going to fit in here anyway. So yeah, thanks for listening to me waffle on as usual. I appreciate all your support, because the support over 2024 has been great, even though I've not been in uploading or active all the time. It's still been great, and thank you for all your nice comments. I'm going to make a soppy New Year video anyway at some point. So yeah, waffle over, take care. See you on Christmas for the Prague video. There we go.